How about this? Can you hear? How about this? Is this clear? Okay, nice. Okay, this is very clear, right? Okay, mantap sekali. Okay, so as usual, probably wait another 2 minutes. Okay, another 2 minutes. Yep. Yeah. So for those that you are here already, you prepare your test pad, your pen or maybe pencil. Yeah, pen or maybe pencil. Then after that, the next thing will be you prepare your what? You prepare your your calculator. Okay, just like I said, your calculator important. You prepare already. Let me know. Okay, everyone. Like so, the reason why we have this class. Okay, let's write it together now. Okay. So the reason why we have this class is because we, the Liang J class, we started in December 2025, right? So we start like our class to December 2025, and I started a lot of basics, right? So how many basics we actually looked into, and we didn't really get into chapter 1 yet. Yeah, so the first thing I teach the class, okay, I teach my class in December, week 1. Okay, so this is what I focus on. I focus on all the, we have this SRJK, yeah, SRJKC, okay, SJKC lah. So our Mandarin school students, so they are not so okay in the transition of Mandarin words into English word, especially students like me. Okay, so back then I'm in Mandarin school, so the transition for my situation is like from Mandarin words, I'm gonna suddenly change to what? Change to Bahasa word. So it's kind of struggle for me lah. It takes like probably one exam for me to like okay slowly get used to it, and then my final exam okay. So I'm okay with the style everything really. So it's kind of like why not if I know the situation, I let y'all know what happens. Okay, so what's the things that you have to know, something like that. Now, of course, for your situation, it will be lucky worse. Why that? Because your first chapter, unlike us, because our situation back then in KBSM, we have what? Your chapter 1, we split into 3 chapters. Your chapter 1, we split into 3 chapters, So that's why, for your case, I wouldn't say you will be struggling because your primary level is way better than my primary level version. Yeah, so that's the good thing lah. So that's why your transition will be like much shorter as compared to our generation lah. Okay, so that will be the good thing lah. So I will be talking about what? Talking about the translate thing. Okay, translating. So translate from your Mandarin version to English version. So everyone, my whole session will be conducted in English. So if let's say any of you, teacher, my version, right? How if I want you to convert into Bahasa version, can or not? Can. You let me know in the chat. I will put it by the side. So I try to make it one language first. If let's say you need it, you let me know in the chat. I can let you know. Okay, can? So because like there is DLP, there is non-DLP in your form 1, right? So let me know in the chat. So that's why please utilize the chat. Just bomb anything that you want to ask me, but of course don't ask me like, teacher, any place nice to eat, so these sort of things, so you ask me later lah, not now. Okay, so the first thing will be translate. The next when in December 2025 I teach them what? I teach them, hey, do you know how to do plus, minus, times, and divide? So students say, che, this kind of thing very easy one. But then you have to be careful. My main focus is on your negative and positive situation. Negative, positive situation. Wow, this one very important. Oh. Now, so why I say important? Reason being what? Reason being, now, I'm not saying your ex-tuition teachers. I'm not saying your ex-tuition teacher. I'm not saying your ex-primary school teacher. They are like very bad in teaching and stuff. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your ex-tuition teacher, your ex-students, right? Your ex-students, your ex-primary teacher. They are professional in primary. So imagine if let's say now I go primary and teach primary level, come on, I sure lose one, So lose as in explanation, I sure can do it. Yeah, that's the point. So that's why I'm afraid that when your primary level tuition teacher or maybe primary school teacher, right, they might not have the correct way to teach you how to handle negative positive. They know how to do. They know how to do. They know how to explain properly a bit. But then when it comes to like real tech, I would say technique or maybe how to understand the situation, okay, they might be not that clear. But then accidentally student will be like, he's my primary teacher. Okay, he or she is my primary teacher, is my tuition teacher. I look up to them. But then, I mean, yes, you try your best to understand already. You understand already, But then, oh my gosh, you might understand the wrong direction. Yeah, you might understand it in a different way, and you thought the what's it called, the way you solve the final answer is actually correct. Because sometimes, right, maybe you get 80%, 70% correct, 70% correct, then you're like, secondary question might be harder. But never mind, I will keep trying. So that 20% that you get wrong, so maybe it's because of what? You understand the concept wrongly. So that's why I have to fine tune that. You have to fine tune the understanding. So if let's say you understand originally, then of course way better, right? Yeah, so that would be the idea. So that's the reason why in my class I notice the ratio between existing students, which is 1. Ratio means 比率. So you see I'm using words to translate to you already, correct? So that's the one. So the ratio of existing students in December is like 1:1. Okay, 1 to how much, the ratio in existing December, the ratio of students is 1, And then now, when school reopens, like this week itself, the students ratio is how much or not? Like Jalan Gasing, physical class, I teach in Jalan Gasing physical class. Online class different. Online class students quite attentive and I mean they started very early, So in physical class Gasing, it was one student. But then now, in January, today is week 3, Today is week 3 already, guess how many students in the class? Gosh, it was like around 40 students, 40 plus minus. So 40 plus minus, that's the point. So that's why, oh my gosh, so imagine that 30 over students that they don't know how to handle chapter 1. This is my concern. That's why I have to explain carefully lah. Okay, so but USJ, luckily, the ratio is not that big. But then online, a list of new students, right, is actually coming in. So that's the point. Why? That's why I said I will start very early. I'll start very, very early. Then when we get into chapter 2, because now we are teaching chapter 2, I try not to speed up too much. Okay, so students can pick up lah. Students can pick up. So I'll be quite active in YouTube nowadays for Form 1 and Form 2 because I recorded a lot for Form 3, 4, and 5. So Form 1, Form 2, luckily, you are in a year where I will be focusing more on Form and Form 2. Okay, now, so of course, this one, plus minus times divide, negative, positive. And the next thing, students, it will be BODMAS. I'll be talking about BODMAS. BODMAS in Mandarin version, we name it as what, we name it as 先乘除后加减，有挂号先做挂号. So that's in your Mandarin version, right? But in your English version, they use this. I would say they mention it as acronyms. Yeah, it's like a short form. They use the first letter of all the what's called operation. Operation means plus minus times divide, all these things. They use the first alphabet to make it into an acronym. Now, so that's the one, BODMAS. I will talk about that as well. Okay, so that will be our December week 2 back then. This is week 1, this is week 2. And of course, we spend our week 3 doing what? Doing the calculator. The calculator. So everybody in the class, so now around 14 students lah. I'm quite impressed. Like students that mentioned to me in the chat, right? They WhatsApp me. They say, teacher, I noticed I got like my first girl, I'm going to scout, I'm going to like blah blah blah. So there's a very large number of students actually spam my message. I wouldn't say spam lah. It's a good type of spam because they inform me that they are not coming. So they'll be watching the replay and stuff. A lot. Okay, that's a lot. So students, sorry if let's say you skip any of your stuff. So I'm not sure. I didn't know this is actually your first week of the or what. Okay, so calculator, please make sure you are using Casio FX570 MS or maybe exactly the same thing or EX. So students in the class, or maybe students when you are watching this recording later, can you type your calculator model? Where is the model? Look at this. Your model is over here. Your model is over here. Can you see there's a little words there? Writing FX something like that. So can you type that out? Yours is MS or EX. Can you let me know? Yeah, can you let me know? But make sure it is not 350. Make sure it is not 350. Nigel, I pinjaman. Yeah. Because mine lost already. Mine was like white and blue, something like that. Yeah. So pink a bit girly for me. Pinjam from students. Okay, so I'm pretty sure students, right? Eventually you buy, normally students will get the latest one, okay, which is EX. Okay, which is EX. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, but never mind. Anyhow, right? I'll be explaining 2 versions, students. This is FX570 MS. This is MS. A bit hard to see. See my webcam is not clear. Yeah, I'm using my old webcam. My new one I bring and fix already. Okay, so it's okay because mine is MS as well. See, I have MS over here. This is MS, and this is EX. Yeah, this is EX. But EX there's few colors lah. Yours might be light blue, might be pink, might be white and blue, something like that. Yeah. So this will be the one lah. Okay, I'll be talking about these 2 versions. But my personal favorite was you see, this is my personal favorite. Ta-da! ES plus, but I'm not using it lah. It's okay. So, I thank you for reminding. For who is this? Zichin, right? Yeah, students, I forget to talk about this. This is MS. But mine is like the old generation one. So yours might be second edition. So the only difference will be the appearance as well as this button in the middle. Can you see EXP for mine? Yours might be times 10 power X, something like that. Yeah, so that will be the second edition, the latest one. Okay, now so everyone okay with the calculator thing, I'm pretty sure. So let's get started. So that will be what I focus on December. So I will try to squeeze everything into this class. So if let's say you get any stuff like teacher, I don't get it, let me know in the chat. So I'm here to help. I'm not here to like simply just impress you all. Okay, please let's do it. Okay, like so that will be the first part I want to mention to you. So of course our class today is to focus on these three parts, and then I will get you all some homework. Yeah, I'll get you some homework. Yes. Okay, I'll get you all some homework. Okay, so I'm not sure everybody is like existing students or not because I have invited some non-TTC students lah. I'm teaching in TTC, so if let's say you are non-TTC students, you let me know in the chat as well. So you have a you have like a way to contact me lah because you have to send the homework and show me lah, right? Yeah. So later I will send it to you lah. So for non-TTC, but very little one, don't worry. I won't spend like 1,000 question, 100 question. Nah. So many homework for what? I also lazy. Yeah, so make sure your teacher is lazy enough to teach you all. So I will get your like shortcuts to do your work. Okay. But of course, certain questions we have to finish before we get lazy. Okay. Now, so everyone, let's get into our first session of the day. Now, so of course, some of you will be, teacher, I watched the previous video before. Okay, not bad, not bad. So we treat it as a recap as well because I've been using the same material to make sure I have a live session with students. So you notice, teacher, why this one macam say before because I put it in your notes. I put it in your notes. Now, so everyone, you don't have to write anything. I mean, you don't have to like, teacher, this material apa macam how okay, never mind. So you look at this can already. Okay, students, Form 1 KSSM must know. So before we start any calculation, we are not using any calculator. So students, push your calculator away. See, I push away already. So now let's get into the what's it called the concept. Okay, the plus minus concept. Okay, now so let's do the plus minus concept. Let's write together. Okay, everyone. In order to start any of our plus minus times divide, right? Any of our plus minus times divide, our BODMAS and stuff. Let's get into the words first. Okay, the words first. So write together, okay? Now, first of all, students, can you write this up? First, what is 分数? Okay, what is 分数? So anyone know? Can you type in the chat and impress me? Like, what is 分数? You know what students back then mentioned to me, like, teacher, 分数is your marks. I scored 80 marks in mathematics. No lah. So in chapter 1 point of view, if let's say we are talking about 分数in our chapter 1 point of view, we name it as what? Yeah, thank you very much. It's fraction. It's your fraction. Very good, everybody. Yeah. Then, so let's talk about 1, 2, 3. We have 3 type of fractions. Okay. So we have 1 over 2. We have 3 over 2. We have 1 over 4, something like that. So we have 3 versions here, you know. So now, but in the same time, right? Can you take out your calculator and I teach you how to type? I teach you how to type. Students, your calculator won't spoil so easily one. So just freely go and use it. Yeah, because like students tell me what, teacher, I scared later I press, then spoil already. Come on. My calculator over here is like 10 plus years already, And this calculator follow me like at least 20 years, this calculator. Yeah, so that's the point. Come on. It's still working. It's still working. Don't worry. Just press. Okay, just press. So if let's say worst case you want cheaper one, I tell you where to buy. You go and buy from your what? From your senior. They graduate Form 5, right? You say, hey, can sell your calculator to me or not? They sell cheaper to you. Okay, everyone, look at this. For most of the students, you are using EX calculator, right? Let me show you how to type your fraction now. So if let's say you are using MS, right? Can you see there is a little button over here that looks like a rectangle over a rectangle? So please tap on that. So when you tap on that, can you see that see that two rectangles up and down? And then you can insert your 1 over 2 already lah. Okay, why not? I don't want to put like 1 over 2 lah. I want to type this. Okay, we're going to type this into calculator lah. 3 over 2 . So let's type 3 over 2. 3, and then we will use this symbol to go down. Then we press 2. So you notice I get 3 over 2 already. You're going to tap on the equal symbol. Then you see, after you press your equal symbol, you notice, hey teacher, I notice there is a 3 over 2 here by the side already. Then I'm going to tell you the next thing on how to convert. So what do I mean by convert? Look at this. I want you to put another thing on the second part. Okay, another thing will be, second, you write there, 小数点. 小数点. Now, so what is 小数点? In English, we name it as decimal. Now, everyone, look at this. Look at this. Can you see there is a little S arrow D? That stands for solution to decimal. That stands for solution to decimal. So can you see above your DEL? Yeah, so you're going to press on that. Solution to decimal. See, solution means your answer lah. So your answer is already entered in your calculator lah. So you press on SD. So can you see it changed to what? It changed to 1.5, your decimal. Mantap or not? So I'm pretty sure you all know how to play lah. So just play around with your calculator. This is not impressive. Come on. Yeah, okay. Now, so the next one. Hey, student, you see I press another time. You see, I press that SD again, you know. So, 3 over 2, 1.5. Wait, still you see. Can you see there is a... Okay, this one a bit hard to see because it's a bit like yellowish, so a bit hard to see. So can you see there is a shift? Above your option, there is a shift. Okay, above your option, there is a shift. So you tap on that. You tap on that, there's a little S on top, right? You tap on that, you trigger that S. Then you go back to the SD. Can you see it becomes what? In Mandarin, 带分数. In English, mixed number. So that's your mixed number. Can you see I'm translating it for you? 带分数 in English, mixed number, not mixed fraction, don't forget. Okay, so far understand? Yeah, so just bomb anything in the chat so I know what you're doing and I know whether you understand or don't understand. If let's say parents, you are here, come chat along, no problem. You can ask me anything, I can answer in the class. Okay, so that's the one on how to use your calculator. This is EX. Okay, this is EX. Okay, everyone. So let's come into MS. Now, this is MS. Now, so any of you, right, if let's say you are watching this, let's say you are using calculator called ES Plus. Okay, this is my favorite calculator, but I don't think you can buy it anymore. You have newer version. This is like super old already. Okay, this is ES Plus. Sorry, not that clear, very blue. Here. You see, this is ES Plus. So if let's say you are using this, the way you I would say insert all the answers lah. Okay, wait. Why so blurred? Oh, very blurred. I can see already. See, everyone does see. So this is ES Plus. So this ES Plus, the way you handle is the same as EX. EX class result is the same. So far understand? Now, but then it's okay, I just leave it. We are not using that anyways. We are using EX and MS. It's okay, no worries. Okay, now so everyone, yang ini, tengok. I see. Casio FX 570 MS. Now this is like the old version now. So I'm pretty sure just now like a few students mentioned that you are using second edition. Like Zhiqin using second edition. It's the same. Yeah. So everyone look at this. Okay, so it's okay. Look at this. Now, see, can you see this calculator? The way you handle this 3 over 2, you see, it's a bit different now. Okay, first of all, let's tap on 3. Tap on 3. So you tap on 3, can you see there is a B slash C? Okay, let me show you A, B slash C, something like that. Can you see this like button in your calculator? So you're gonna tap once, Like EX different ways to type, so you're gonna type once. Can you see there's a little L that's the balian? So that represents that oval. That represents the oval. Then you're gonna tap on 2. So you get 3 over 2, you need to type equal. Can you see they change it instantly into mixed number. Then now, teacher, but then how to change it to decimal? Very simple. You look at this ABC there, you're gonna tap on that. Change already. Then you tap again, mixed number, decimal, mixed number. But then how do you change back to your this kind of version? We name it as improper fraction. Like, it's time to write the next word. Improper fraction. Improper fraction. So how do we change to that? Very simple. You're going to tap on shift again. You're going to tap on shift to trigger. Can you see that D slash C? That's why they put in yellow color. So you tap that to trigger the DC on top. That's why you have one number slash C. D is like the next number, that's why bigger. So you tap. You see not? Change back to 3 over 2, which is improper fraction. So far, understand? So if let's say you understand how to use your calculator already, maybe earlier you already understand, you type a lot of okay, so I know you really understand it. So that's how you use it. How do you change from a fraction into mixed number into decimal? So that's how you do it. Okay, that's how you do it. So nothing much. So I will erase this. Nice lah. Nice lah. So you notice everyone. My sore throat is kind of serious. Yeah. So that's why I'm afraid like later after like 1 hour plus so it might be very pain and dry. So we try. Okay, we try our best. We try our best. If let's say worst case we make it 2 sections, but I'm pretty sure today 1 session we can finish now. Okay, like so far understand then now we're gonna go into that 1 over 2 law. So what is 1 over 2 In English we name it as proper fraction. Proper fraction. But luckily yesterday my class was like it was like two slot, 2 class not slot. Because my 1 slot is like 3 hours. Yeah, so yesterday it was like 2 class. Like probably like 1 slot 3 class. I did 2 class yesterday. So not a bad. Very long day sore throat already. Finally. Okay, so everyone now, so English word everything okay lah. You don't have to purposely memorize it, because like not like every teacher, right, they will explain it to you, because you have to understand you China school like me when you transit to secondary, most of the teacher probably like Indian teacher, probably Malay teacher, okay, so they don't know Mandarin one, most of them. So let's say you don't know Mandarin, and then how they convert for you? That's why you have to pick up. But before you even pick up yourself, I mentioned to you first. So at least I help you out a bit lah. But you still have to do work to understand better. Okay? Now, so everyone, decimal, nothing much to mention. But then, there is one very important thing you have to understand. Everybody, look at this 1 over 2 thing. This is the part where a lot of students actually don't know. Students, 1 over 2, what is that? Sorry. I didn't mention the question also. 1 over 2, 1 over 2. Look at the 1 on top. In Mandarin, right, we name it as 分子. In Mandarin, the one at the bottom, we name it as 分母. Okay, 分母. Can you tell me, in English version, 分子, what we name it as? You know this, you very king already, you. Anyone know this? The one on top. Okay lor, Nigel, you win. Oi, Nigel is Uncle Roger. Oh, Nigel, okay, huh? Okay, number one. The number one on top, yes, it's your numerator. Okay, or maybe in our language, numerator. So the one below, denominator. Denominator. So again, you don't have to memorize it. Like memorize how to spell. Teacher, how to spell denominator. No need. Okay, you know what is that can already. So when your teacher mention it in the class, they teach you, they say, okay, let's focus on denominator. They won't say like, oh, can you spell it out? No. So they will use it. They will use it in when they are teaching. They use it when they're teaching. When they are teaching. So you have to know the words. You don't have to go and memorize it. That's why I said I tell you. That's all. Full stop. Okay. Now next, fraction decimal done already. So we have number 3. We have integer. Integer. So integer, right? Actually, in Mandarin, we don't have a specific word to it. I mean, I'm trying to relate to your primary lah. I don't want to say like words that you didn't see before. That's why I say teacher. But then I do Google Translate got what? No need. No need. Okay, because I'm trying to relate to your primary level. 小学 primary level. So integer by right, there is no like Mandarin words in your primary to talk about this. Okay? Now, but I want you to understand like maybe another word. I wouldn't say like 100% correct, but then at least you know what is that lah. So do you know what is whole number, everybody? I'm pretty sure maybe you don't know what is that, but in Mandarin, 100% you know what is that. It's called 整数. Whole number, we name it as 整数. 整数. Okay, we name it as 整数. So students, 整数, what is it? 整数, what is it? For example, we have what? We have your favorite number. 67. Oh, right? 67, right? So that's 整数. Then how about another number like 8? Then how about number like 1992? Okay, ma. So these are 整数, right? Now, these are 整数. Then you notice, teacher, why don't you put something like 2.5? Why don't you put something like 17 over 26? Why? You know why? You know why? Come on, people say 整数. 整数 means whole number. Whole number 整个号码, right? So integer, whole number, there is no decimal, no fraction. So the definition, the explanation itself, it means what? It means number without decimal and fraction. That's called integer, aka whole number lah. But I already said it's not exactly whole number lah for the word integer. Because integer covers two extra things. So integer covers negative numbers and positive numbers. So I put positive first lah. Positive integer. Okay, positive integer. So another one is called negative integer. Negative integer. Okay, now so in our syllabus there's 2 only. Now so everyone, I'm pretty sure you know how to answer, correct? Can you tell me any example for positive integer? 100% you will type the same number like 100%. There's only one example. You all know one example only, right? Yeah, so like your generation use 6-7. Okay, do you know like the previous years, instead of 67 they use which number? I don't want to mention, I will just say they plus 2 lah basically. But you don't type it out, it's a bit sensitive lah, don't do that. Okay, so yes, it's positive 67, right? Yeah, so yours is like the new generation lah, so everyone. Yeah, so previously they use other things, you know. So you use 67 plus 2. Okay, now next. Sensitive, don't type. Now, so next. Now, negative integer. So what is negative integer? 100% you will type the same thing, and you just put a line in middle, in front of your 67 number, right? So negative integer. Yeah, 100% you will type the same thing, you see. Can guess already. Easy. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone, this is a public session. So it's okay for you to just bomb and fly to your non-TPC students lah. Yeah, it's okay. But because this one is in my YouTube channel, it's not with TPC. So just really bomb it to your study group, share to your friend. Yeah, okay. So no problem one. So this one is like sharing session sharing session. Okay. So understand student, tell me in the chat, can you tell me zero consider integer or not? Integer. Some students use the word integer, integer. Sorry lah, my English not that good lah. Yeah, so what is this? What is this? Is this considered integer? Yes or no? You see, you're smart lor, why you still can't? Because you want to learn more, you want to make sure your skill is 100% correct lor. So very good lah. So thumbs up to you all and thumbs up to students where you're watching recording. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay, now so 0 is an integer. But students, 0 belongs to positive integer or negative integer. The answer is no. It's not either one. It's not any of them. It's not positive integer. It's not negative integer. It's just integer. That's up to our syllabus lah. It's up to our syllabus lah. Everyone. Okay, so we move on. We move on. So okay with the words, everything already. Now, so if let's say you're okay with the words already, now let me tell you something. There is so many more English words that I want to share with you. For example, the chapter that I teach you all today, I'm pretty sure you know what is that already lah. But I don't want to put it over here because our main focus is on our chapter 1 now, right? So I will just ask. I'm not writing it for this part of notes lah. So students, can you tell me how if I talk about something called maybe I talk about this pattern you all tell me in the chat. So I want to test and see whether you all know or not. Okay, everyone. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This set of number, right? There is a name to it. What is this? Help me in the chat. Go. I see whether you know or not. See you all know or not. See, you're so smart, huh? Test you all a bit. Of course, we're just testing like a bit of very simple information to me now. Wow, you see, you're so smart. Very king, Okay, now, so another one I test you all, Okay, test you all. This one a big thing already. Now, so of course, another one is like 1, 3, 5, 7. That one is odd number, that one nothing much. Okay, so we have even numbers, which is 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, dot, dot, dot. So we have odd numbers, ODD, odd numbers. Then another one, this one very important for your chapter 2. So I'm just telling you what is that. I'm just telling you it's important for your chapter 2. Very, very important words. Okay, in Mandarin, right? I don't want to mention about Mandarin first. Okay, so the example, right? It's listen carefully, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. What is this kind of number? Starts with P. I didn't write it over here because it's not important for chapter 1. I'm just doing as extra because now I'm doing chapter 2. That's your bit. Again, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Dot dot dot. Starts with P. Wow, see, you're smarter. Right? So the answer, prime number. Right? Prime number. Yeah, so it's either you mention prime number or maybe you let's say in Mandarin we name it as 字数. Okay, prime number 字数. So definition means explanation in words in words. Now, so this one is just to mention it to you. We're going to use the word divisible by 1 and itself only. That's called prime number. Divisible by 1 and itself only. Nobody use the word divide by, divided by. Okay, so divisible is the correct word to explain the situation. So in Mandarin, what is the meaning of divisible? It means 可以除整. Yeah, or maybe some students use the word 整除. It means after you divide it, you get whole number. That's called divisible. Okay, understand? So some basic words, everything done already. Okay, let's go into our main part. This one words I'm pretty sure like probably 80% of the students know already. So I didn't really impress you all over here lah. Okay, so next, let's get into how to handle this and your BODMAS. Okay, how to handle this. Okay, everyone, how do you handle this plus minus times divide? We're gonna split into two parts, especially when we are handling negative positive. So calculator, you push. Don't take your calculator, push it aside. So our calculator is for our last part, is for our what? Our homework session. Okay? So move. Plus minus times divide. Okay, come. So our session now, it will be how do you solve plus minus times divide without using a calculator. Okay? Now, so everyone, now I'm gonna explain the ideas over here. But if you don't get it, I reply. I mentioned a bit. Students, I'm okay with you typing Bahasa. I'm okay with you typing English. I'm okay with you typing 汉语拼音, Mandarin, anything. Okay, but of course, other language I don't know. I know these three languages only lah. So you can type in the chat. I can answer. Okay, because I'm afraid that some students say, teacher, I don't know how to form English sentence. How? Then you type Mandarin, no? So if I say, teacher, I don't know how to type Mandarin in my device. Okay? How? You type 汉语拼音, no? I translate myself. I'm okay with that. As long as you make the effort to ask, then you win already. So you have to step out. Okay, step out. So you just try. Okay, nobody gonna laugh at you. So anyone laugh at any people, I tell you, I'm gonna kick you out. Okay, because I'm the one that my teacher always laughed at me last time. Okay, but of course my face very thick lah, so I win already. So your face very thick, so basically you will win. Okay, everyone, just go ahead and ask. If you say you got stuck, you don't get any of the part, because this thing you need to know. Okay, now start. The idea for you to solve plus minus. The idea for you to solve plus minus is by using money. Can you draw that big money symbol anywhere? Because you're using a piece of paper, right? So draw a money symbol anywhere. Yes. So students, you have to understand, you're gonna listen to whose point of view. You treat the point of view as yourself. You treat the point of view as yourself. Why do I say point of view of yourself? Okay. Now, meaning, because now I'm talking about money, So money, if let's say I'm talking about positive, if let's say I'm talking about negative, I repeat, I'm a very lazy teacher. I don't really care about stupid details lah. Okay, but of course certain details we need. But some details where it will confuse students, right? I will teach them. Okay, I will take it away. For example, I don't really care about plus, positive, okay, like negative, minus. Come on. Okay, some teachers, they are super particular, they say, this one is this one is negative form. You cannot say minus or I don't care about this. My main concern is how to solve. Okay, my main concern is how to solve. Okay, how do you get your final answer? Nobody so particular with the negative positive thing. Okay, now because the first is that after you understand how to do it, then you go and talk about particular. Means you talk about details. Now you don't talk about details with me. Talk about how do you understand it. Okay, positive or maybe plus. Okay, add, same. Okay, positive plus add, same. Okay, tambah, same. Okay, now it means you have the money, so you put that here. So you talk about yourself. I'm talking about me now. You think about your situation. You. Okay, so I'm talking about me. I have. Okay, let's say we talk about like one. Okay, your favorite number lah. 6 plus 7. You know what? I have a friend called 6 plus 7. I used to call my friend 30. Yeah, so in Mandarin, In Mandarin, right? 6 plus 7 is called Liu Jia Qi. Liu Jia Qi. It's my friend, Louis. Okay, so everyone, Liu Jia Qi. Oh, so everyone, look at this. 6 itself, you see, I underline the 6, I underline the 6, and I underline the plus 7, Can you see I underline according to the symbol of plus and minus? I underline according to the symbol of plus and minus. I know the answer 13. Everybody know that. Okay. Now, so the thing is, you notice I didn't split into 6 and then plus I leave it, I didn't do that. And after that, underline 7. I didn't do that. This is primary level probably. But in secondary level, to understand your negative positive kind of calculation, right? You have to make sure 6. Okay, 6, it's 1. It's one term that you are referring to. This is one term. Okay, that's one term. TERM. Okay, this is the second term. It's another term, right? So we have two terms here. So you have to know how to split them. Yeah. So the 6 in front is actually a positive 6. The 7 behind is actually a positive 7. So you talk about money, you have 6 ringgit in your pocket. 6 ringgit in your pocket. You have another 7 ringgit, you take it out. Wow, you got how much? You got how much? You got 13 ringgit. Don't use calculator. So I'm using very simple numbers to explain first. So after we understand it, our final part about decimal fraction, we will use calculator. Okay? Now, so trust me, understanding the concept helps in your chapter 5 and 6 later. I mean, today we are not doing that. So chapter 5 and 6 is like after that. So we are still in chapter 2 only in our normal class, right? So think about money. So you split into two parts. So this one, you have 6. You see, plus, have. Then you have 7. You have 13. Okay, you have 13%. Okay? Now, so what is negative? Negative, minus, subtract. Same one. Okay? So this is O. Any of you don't understand the word O? O in Mandarin called qian. Have means 有. O means 你欠欠多少钱 right? So let's say we talk about two situation. Wow, this is really important. So two situation. One is minus 5, minus 3. Another one is minus 5 plus 7. Sorry, three situation better lah. Three situation. Now, so I put three situation. So this one is like two question. And then another situation here will be minus 5 plus 2 lah. Okay, we have three situations here. Now, students, listen carefully. Teach your calculator. We hate calculator for now. We will love calculator on the next session. Okay? Now, I mean next part, not next session. Next session cannot. One more time on. Okay, everyone. Again, Okay, prepare. Okay, so negative, it means you owe. Positive means you have, right? Positive means you have. Now, the thing is, we're gonna split to 1 and 2, two parts, right? So this is what I see. Hey, in your exam, you don't draw the lines. Okay, now you draw lines, okay. So, you owe 5 ringgit. Ayo, bad, you owe somebody 5 ringgit, So you owe somebody 5 ringgit. Talk about yourself. Okay, so I'll talk about myself now. I owe somebody 5 ringgit. And then after that, I notice I check my pocket. There's a little note there. So your science teacher Yu Qin said, hey, you owe me 3 ringgit. This is the one. Initially, starting of it, I owe somebody 5 ringgit. Then the pocket, I take another little note. It says, owe Yu Qin 3 ringgit. Oh my gosh, everyone. In total, how much do I owe? You owe 5 ringgit, then you owe 8 ringgit. I mentioned the answer already. You owe 5 ringgit, then you owe 3 ringgit. Yeah, lor. Your answer, you owe 8 ringgit. Right? You owe somebody 8 ringgit. So the important parts comes in already. the part where I'm afraid that students get stuck, the part where I'm afraid that students get stuck, you know what? Students tell me this, Sure, sure. Negative, negative, positive. You can no. Okay, anyone tell me negative, negative, positive, not man? You gone. This is the part where I say maybe you're confused already. Okay, probably it's because of what? Maybe your previous tuition teacher, primary teacher, when they explain, because they didn't explain carefully, because they are telling you the way of how to solve math, right? But then you are still primary, you didn't know how to split the information and understand it clearly. So that's why you mixed up already. So that negative, negative, positive, not here, this one plus minus, use money. So again, students, it's okay to get error, but at least we fine-tune our understanding, our knowledge now. Okay, wait, you owe somebody 5 ringgit. So I thought about myself now, so I owe somebody 5 ringgit, there's a little note. Oh, you Chin 5 ringgit, shit. So I take a note. I said, never mind lah. Okay, so I call Yu Chin, you free or not? So I said, my pocket got 7 ringgit, so I take it out. You see, why my pocket got 7 ringgit? Because positive 7. It means I have 7. So I take out the 7, I say, wait, Yu Chin, I owe you 5, right? I return you 5 lah. So I take the 7 ringgit, I take 5 and return to Yu Chin. So students, what is my final answer? I still have 2 ringgit, correct or not? So my answer will be positive 2. But then, if let's say you are writing final answer, do you need the positive in front? No need. You can take away. So answer. Understand that? So I'm pretty sure this kind of like very simple stuff, you all know how to do already. And that's why some students say they watch already, they say, shit, I know already, but my concern is student like me. Okay, student like me, back then I don't understand what. That's why my main focus is you all. You all, where your level is like, understand what? Okay, this one understand, Okay, so let's go. Let me reply my friend for a while. I will be important. Tonight I want to play basketball. There's no kaki on finding people. Okay, sorry, I reply for a while. Okay, let's go. Okay, everyone, nice. The last one, come tell me your final answer in the chat. Tell me your final answer in the chat. This one, you see, you owe -5. You owe -5 means you owe somebody 5 ringgit lah. -5 means you owe somebody 5 ringgit. And after that, +2 means you have 2 ringgit. So what is your final answer? It's okay to get wrong. So I said already, anyone laugh at anybody else. Yeah. Okay, I'm very fierce on, faster copy your friend's answer, right? Come. I think here are like 18 students only lah. Where chat? Come to the chat and play together, like. Come on in the class, we play only, we can learn, or not. So serious for what? Yeah, not too serious. But then primary have to lah. Primary have to be serious because like you all don't know what to do lah. Conscious yet, right? Who's this? 没有，这个是 replacement control 叫要开，因为我开那个锁匙的人。Okay, like everyone, okay, looks like 5 students are replying me only, so I will get into the answer now, okay? Now everybody, you owe somebody 5, then you have 2 ringgit in your pocket. You have 2 ringgit, so you take 2 ringgit, you return. You don't say you don't want to repay, so you return the 2 ringgit. So you owe somebody 5 ringgit, you return. Okay, for example, let's say I talk about Kaping. Kaping is another teacher that teach math, very geng one. So I say, hey Kaping, I owe you 5 ringgit, but now I got 2 ringgit only. So I return the 2 ringgit. So it means I still owe him -3. O means negative, O means negative, right? So O3 million. Okay, so understand the idea. So that's all. So that's how you understand plus minus. Okay, so don't talk about times yet. Times is different. Times is totally different. Okay, totally different. Understand? Oh, who's this? Hi, Chair. I'm in the live stream. Yes, anything? Yeah, never mind. It's okay. You can tell me in the chat if you want. Right? You can WhatsApp me. No problem. Yeah, for existing students. You are in my classroom, right? Okay, so everyone, this is the one. Okay, now let's go into some examples. Okay, some examples. Now, so there will be the level 1 examples. There will be these harder level examples is different. Okay, okay, let me see what these students type. So probably I can answer it first. Now, so let's prepare our next version. So I'm going to talk about another question now. No problem, no problem. Go ahead, go ahead. Now, so if I say any of you, right? Hey, actually, I didn't know this. Thank you for your what's it called? Like your information. I didn't know. Apparently, a student mentioned that the account is actually protected, so you can't chat on. Yeah, I didn't know that. So if let's say any of you, right? If let's say you wanna ask me questions, but you can't chat in the live stream, right? You can WhatsApp me. Yeah, please WhatsApp me. Yeah, but don't spam me, please. Okay, you can WhatsApp me. I'm so sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, thank you, Umaira. Oh, okay. I learned something new. Okay, no problem. So Umaira, if let's say you have any questions, spam me here, okay? So the my phone is with me. Yeah, so just let me know. Thank you. How do you make a channel before you can chat? What do you mean? Oh, it's okay. So let's get into it. So probably I wait for like probably 2-3 minutes. You all can set up whether you want to ask me question through WhatsApp, right? So I wait for you. Like 1-2 minutes. You have to make a channel before you can chat. Oh, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it's like comment. Comment no need channel. Need meh? Our class probably will stop at 10:30 or maybe 11, everyone. Roughly around that range. Okay. So I don't want to make it too fast. So if let's say you have any like teacher, I'm actually rushing to some class or what, just go ahead because it's recorded. I already mentioned it. It's recorded. Yeah. Okay, cool. So who's this? Katie. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So you're set up ready, okay? Thank you. Now, so students, I will continue, okay? So I'll continue. Now, so everyone, so chat, no problem. Okay, my WhatsApp is here already. So if you have any question, just boom me. Okay, just boom me. Okay, wow, Nigel, okay, no. Not bad, not bad. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, good stuff. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Umara, not really. I have it, but I didn't really use it. I use it to download passive. So WhatsApp is actually easier for me. Because WhatsApp I can open in the what in the phone. I know in the laptop, so easier for me. Okay, so let's continue. Everybody, let's continue. So thank you much for the information. Then let's do it now. Yes, Katie, you can ask me here through WhatsApp. Yeah, so it's actually better for you, I guess. But then if let's say in the what? If let's say in the chat, you can check mine in the chat. So chat is actually easier for me also. Because I'm looking at the chat now. So WhatsApp by the side, so maybe it will be late a bit. I will late a bit. Okay, so continue on. Okay, thank you very much. So let's get into the example over here. I will do 2 examples for each of it, the easy and hard. Now, everyone, the easy version, look at this. Now, look at this. I'm showing you some extra workings as well, but the working is not important. I mean working as in vertical working. These are vertical workings. 只是 not important. Your important thing is to make sure you have your horizontal workings. That will be the marks. Okay, that will be the marks. Okay, so everybody, look at this. Split it, split it, split it. Now, 12 minus 18, where it means, okay, I'm talking about myself. I have 12 ringgit. I have 12 ringgit. Okay? I owe somebody 18. I owe somebody 18. Oh. So I take my 12 ringgit, I return to that somebody. So I still owe or I still have. Of course, I still owe. So my first working is supposed to be negative. Okay? So now, in order to achieve the balance of the money that I owe, so I will put it like this. 18 minus 12, I will get 6. So I put negative 6. So this answer, negative 6, so I put it over here. Can you see that? And my plus 20, I haven't do it yet. I have to put it back. So workings, you don't simply write. So workings, you don't simply write, okay. You write like this. Okay. Now, so the next one equals to, now you're going to repeat again. See, you owe somebody 6. I noticed I got 20 ringgit in the pocket behind my butt. So I take out the 20 ringgit. So I count 6 ringgit, return to the somebody. Alright, so I return the 6 ringgit. I still have how much? So I take, okay, of course, I still got extra lah because I got 20 ringgit a lot. So my answer will be positive definitely, right? So I still have how much there? Because I'm paying out 6 months, so I minus 6 so I still have 14 ringgit. So I put there positive 14. So everyone, can you see that positive? This one is only one term, one answer only, right? So take away the plus. This is your answer. Understand? You understand? Now, so everyone, let's look at the next question. Okay, let's look at the next question. The next question, I'm not doing the moderate, the normal level one. Let's look at the hardest one. Okay, one by one. Now, so why not your try? Again, we are not using any calculator. That's why I try to set the what's it called, the numbers into no decimal, no fraction for now. Okay, now you notice I didn't talk about BODMAS yet, right? Because BODMAS includes times divide. So now it's only purely plus minus. It's to understand only. Okay, so probably I get you 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Go. Get the answer from me. Remember, we are not using calculator, okay? Yeah, so calculator, when I use it, I'll tell you. So now we do it by understanding the situation. You don't get it, you have to ask. Yeah, okay? You have to ask. I very fierce one, I tell you. You didn't ask, I notice, you gone. I'm Asian, but not Asian parent. Wait. Okay, Nigel got an answer. Okay, let's see. Humaira got an answer. Is that how I read your name? I scared I read it wrongly. Humaira or Humaira? The first or the second? Ivy got an answer. Katie got an answer. Who else? Let's wait for 2 more students, then we will start, okay? Yeah, no problem. I'll get yours on time. So looks like, oh, Not bad, yeah. The answer is negative 75. Meh. I get your slightly more time, huh? So probably I can split a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you split together with your negative positive, you have to split it. The symbol, I will name this as the symbol lah. Name all these things as the symbols. Yeah. So all these symbols, right? All these symbols, not bad. Tan Le Chia and Li Zhiqing. Who's this? Hey Kumara, you change your answer. Nice, very good. Nice. So you got your answer already. Then this is who is it? This is A. Achaya, right? Oh, Achaya. Little mistake. Do the correction. Small mistake. Small mistake. Very good, very good. Okay, but you have any questions, everyone, you have to let me know, okay, so I can help you out. So our main part is to bring up our basic, so we won't gonna step by chapter 5, tell you chapter 5 different level, chapter 5 algebraic expression. But if let's say you want to learn earlier, go ahead, go my channel, go and search for it, algebraic expression, you will see it. Yeah, okay, algebraic expression. Okay, come. Thank you very much. I noticed a few students actually replied already. So Achaya, Lurcha, and Jichin. Okay, you all managed to get me the answer as well. So basically now is 100% correct. So let me explain it just in case recording students don't really get it lah. Okay, everybody. First of all, 132 is a positive. It means I have 132 ringgit. I have 132 ringgit. Right now, I owe. Right? I owe. Oh my gosh, I owe a lot. Students, I owe a lot. So if I owe a lot, it means I'm going to steal all later, right? So I'm handling this part first. I'm handling these two parts first, so the one behind leave it. So I'm going to put it by the side like 3, 5, 6 minus 1, 3, 2, so that I know if I return 132, I left how much. So you do the calculation by the side. So you do the calculation by the side, you notice, oh, it's actually 2 to 4. Right? Yes, Acharya, you get the answer already. So the answer is 2 to 4. So after you get your 2 to 4, right, you owe 224, and then you check the third one. You put it back. Now, students, when you write your workings, you don't write this way. You don't write negative 224 plus 672, then you stop there. No, you have to write the rest. Write the rest out. So you cannot like stop halfway. Correct, right? So now you're handling these two. So 1 and 2. So look at this. You owe somebody 224. You owe somebody 224, right? This one owe. Then this one you have. Then you check what? You check your bank account. Hey, I got 672. Faster return first. New Year already, so you take you what? You will still have extra lah. So you put plus. You owe 224, but you have 600 something. Of course, you still have money. So you take the larger 672, you minus 224 to get the leftover lah. That's why you have to play around. You have to understand the situation to do it. That's why I say don't use calculator first, because when you use calculator, you won't get the idea. I mean students where you are now learning it lah. If I say earlier you already understand the situation and different lah. Okay, so you minus blah blah blah, you get 448. So you're gonna put there 448 minus 523. Still done today. Look at the plus 448. It means you have, So the starting plus no need one, because it's the first term. It's the first term, no need. So you have 448. You have 448. You have 448. Wait, you have 448. And then you have to understand this one, you have 448, but you owe somebody 523. You overspend. You have 448, but you spend 522. Oh my gosh, so how? So you still owe lah, correct? So you take your 523 minus 448 to find out how much you owe. So you notice your answer is 75. All these thing over here is not your workings. No marks on. Your marks, everything stops here. These are your marks. But of course, you don't go and write all those have, all those things. Okay, understand? Nice. So that will be our first part. Understanding your plus minus. Next, let's understand our next situation. So next situation will be, I want you to put it over here, side by side symbol. What is that? Students, what is that? What is your side by side symbol means? Look at this. Students, now let me explain this word to you called bracket. Okay, called bracket. So students, do you know what's the function of bracket? Let's don't talk about other operations. We talk about plus minus only, okay? So the function of your bracket over here, right? You see the bracket here? Is to what? Is to split the symbols. Very good, Katie. Now, is to split the symbols. For example, let's say we talk about 2 minus negative 3. Wait, everyone. Look at this. 2, look at my words. 2 minus negative 3. 2 subtract negative 3. This is what I mean by particular. Your teacher might mention something like, nah. This symbol minus, don't say negative. This symbol negative, don't say minus. That one is too particular. That's why I say, now you don't care about that first. Okay, care about understanding. Okay, so you can read it as 2 minus minus 3. You can name it as 2 negative 3. I don't care. Okay, my main thing is to, when you look at the question, you know what to do. Students, do you think they will write this way in your exam? Of course, no lah. Of course, no lah. So what they will do when there is two symbol, when they put it side by side. When they put it side by side, what they will do? They will use a bracket to split. They will use a bracket to split. Yes, they will use a bracket to split. So when they split, right, you will get 2. You cannot do minus 1. Right? Then you have to swap. So when you have two symbols side by side, you write there, same symbol change to plus. Different symbol change to minus. That's why, now listen carefully, that's why your primary teacher, or maybe your ex-tuition teacher in your primary said, negative, positive. Positive, negative, positive, negative, something like that, right? They ask you to sing about all these things. What? Some teacher even say something funnier like po ne po ne, something like that. Waste your time. Look at this. Same, you change to plus. Different, change to minus. You memorize two things, you only go and memorize so many things for what? Right? So look at this. Same or different? Same or different? Same plus then same plus right. So 2 plus 3 also no, so answer is 5. Simple. Right. Simple. Now, so I repeat, so we're going to go into the question and try it out, you see. So same becomes plus, different becomes minus, don't play, see, everyone. 1 same plus, different minus, then you can do already lah. You understand? So this is where you do your questions. Understand? Now look at this. 28. Wait, different. Minus, Wait, nothing, put it back, wrong. Then you can do it here. Understand? Can. Now, so next, you see, wait, this one, be careful, Now, I'm going to talk about a bit of BODMAS. BODMAS. Everyone, what is BODMAS? Wait. Come back to here. Would be BODMAS. Everyone, can you give me a short break of 3 minutes? I need to go toilet. Yes. So before I talk about BODMAS, can you get me the final answer to these two without using your calculator? So once you're done, just type it out, so I know. Then just spend me any question that you want to ask me. So 3 minutes, I go toilet for 1. Okay. Wait. Hello everybody, I'm back. Um, King Le Nai Jung. So everyone, line. Why don't ask it? Because that's a pose. That's a pose. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you'll get the answer already lah. So forget to check out the WhatsApp answer. Okay, not bad. Right? So students managed to get me the first answer already. So let's check and see whether you get the correct answer. So simple already. You see, 1 plus 18, 19. 19, 19 means you have 19 ringgit lah. And then you owe somebody 20. And you want your final answer, right? But of course, working wise, first you get 19 for this part long credit. Minus 20, you have to put it back. If let's say you're writing it one by one. So finally, 19 minus 20, you get -1. So that's the answer. Correct. It's simple, right? That's why you see, I purposely redesigned the question into what? Into no decimal, no fraction yet. Right? Now, so next, when you come into this, wow, students, you got 28 ringgit. You got 28 ringgit, correct, right? Yes, correct. Myra, you're right. Yeah. So you have 28 ringgit and then you owe somebody 56. Oh, so sorry, you owe so much money. So how? You take the 28, you return to the somebody. So, then 56 minus 28 to get the leftover lah. So you see, you still owe the person how much, right? You still owe 28 lah. So you put -28 for the first part, then plus 72. Nobody gonna tell me positive negative equals negative. I'll slap you. I already said only side by side you change. I'm very fierce on I tell you. So now don't tell me negative, positive, negative, I'll slap you. No. So what is it? This one you owe somebody 28. That's why I keep saying money. Use the money way. Right? So you owe somebody 28, but now your pocket got 72. Very good. You take 28, you give it to the person that you owe the money to, right? So 72 minus 28 to get how much you left in your pocket. So you left 44. So your answer will be positive 44. But The positive in front no need to write lah, because it's only one term. One term means one number only. Okay, so the one behind, it's your homework. I will put a final answer here, -707. So this one is your homework. Let me teach you the idea before you do it yourself. Okay, before you do it yourself. Now, students, let's get into this BODMAS thing. Ta-da! Now, BODMAS. What is BODMAS? What is BODMAS? Students, B stands for bracket. B stands for bracket. But the bracket that we talk about here, I repeat, BODMAS. Your teacher might say BODMAS. Okay, but there is so many more things, but normally we use the word BODMAS easier because it's like universal in our syllabus. We normally use that. Okay, so the B, the bracket. Remember earlier when we talk about bracket, there is like one situation, and that one situation is where you use it to split. You use it to split the symbols, right? Right. We use it to split the symbols, and then you know what? Now it's different. Now it's not about splitting the negative. No, now it's about please do the symbol plug. Please do the inner part of your bracket. So this is what they are trying to say. I'm pretty sure this is what you learned in your primary as well. Handle the bracket first. 先做括号, right? 先做括号. Do the bracket. Wow, kuda batato. Kuda batato. Oh, what's that? Wow, so kengan. Kuda batato. Oh, I didn't know that. But then you're learning in English or Mandarin? Mandarin club. You're learning in English or Bahasa? For Acharya. Yeah. So same goes to here. You see bracket Bracket means you have to do it first so you handle these two. Correct. So everyone, it becomes negative, then a bracket, positive, then a bracket. So you have to tell me these two answers first later. Okay? So that will be B for brackets. So you notice bracket we have how many meanings? Bracket we have how many meanings? We have to split. Okay? To split the symbols of negative, positive, or maybe times divide and stuff. Okay? Then after that, bracket means do it first. The inner part, do it first, do the inner part. And you know what? We have the third one. Another meaning to bracket is what you know. Students, can you see 2 bracket 3 what it means? You know what it means? Oh, no wonder, Chaya, I know already. Thank you very much for the information. Everyone, come tell me what is 2 bracket 3 means. Come, go. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Very good. It means multiply, it means times, right? So this one means times. So that's why, but you have to be careful. The BODMAS bracket that we are talking about, it's this. Is this. This is what we are talking about. Okay, we are talking about the inner part. How to solve. How to solve the inner part there. Maybe inside there's a 2 plus 3, maybe inside there's a 2 times 3 or what. You have to do the inner part first. Okay? Splitting the symbol, yes, it belongs to bracket. Multiplying 2 and 3 is bracket, but it's not the bracket we are talking about it over here. So you have to know what they are actually talking about. So you have to know what's that. Okay, so students, I see. You can cancel it first for now. We will use it when we are in Form 1, Chapter 3. Okay? Some student use, sorry, not student. Some teacher use the word what? Some teacher use the word O for order. Some teacher use the word O for order. So any of you come across to this word? Any of you come across to this word? Some teacher use the word off. Why is it off? So by right, we name it as order, O-R-D-E-R. But then this order thing, right? Okay, it's not like initial to anything lah. So by right lah, this thing, why not we talk about it in Form 1 Chapter 3 lah? We don't talk about it first because it might be quite confusing for now lah. So we'll talk about it when we are in Form 1 Chapter 3. Yes. Actually the correct one is supposed to be order lah. So I don't know why some teacher they use off. Some teacher, I don't know, some weird names lah. Okay, maybe lah they change it because they want students to pick up. They want a student to pick up, right? Okay, so just put it aside. When we're in chapter 3, I'll talk about that. Okay, so what is D and M? Divide, multiply, addition, subtraction, right? Now, you notice I underline DM. I underline AS. Why? Why do I do that? Because they have the same rank. They have the same rank. So whoever comes first, do it. For example, 3 times 3 times 2, 3 times 2. 3 times 2 divided by 2. As compared to 3 divided by let's say 3 divided by 3 times 2. I simply write okay everyone. So you make sure you do it accordingly. You do it accordingly from left to right. Yes, they are equal, you are right. Thank you, Ivy. Okay, so you do it accordingly. Like you have to do the first 2 first, and then only you divide by 2. You do the first 2 first, then only you times 2. You have to be careful. You don't say like, teacher, I thought they put D first, then we do divide. But then Mandarin school use M. You know what Mandarin school says? Mandarin school says, 先乘除后加减. 乘除 means you times first, then only you divide. You see? The balik already. That's why I said they have the same rank. Like what Ivy mentioned, they are equal. So same goes to plus minus. You don't skip them. Whoever comes first, you do it. Okay, so understand BODMAS already? So this is our syllabus. Our syllabus we use BODMAS. Our syllabus we use BODMAS. Okay, now so like what I mentioned to everyone just now, like so like you know what? Some students say, teacher, how about PEMDAS? What is PEMDAS? PEMDAS, something like that. So that will be actually it's the same thing lah. It's just that they use lucky high level words lah. So according to somebody mentioned about this to me, who is it? Umaira, right? Yeah. So that would be like high level words instead of using bracket, which is like so low. Also, actually easier to understand. Use PEMDAS for what? I mean, some of them lah. You know this PEMDAS thing. They use it in what? In which situation? They use it in US. Yeah, use it in US. Okay, so just ignore that lah. Ignore that. So their level, the English level higher, so easier for them to understand. Yes, that's the one. You're right. You are right. But then that means bracket lah for us. Okay, you understand? Can I? So let's go. Understand already? Okay. Now, so everyone, like what I mentioned, handle the bracket first. After handle ready, then you will do something like this lah. I get you an example. See let's say after you handle these 2 things already lah. Example only example let's say -3 plus -4. I simply write on. So nothing here. Everyone nothing. So how? Nothing means plus lah. So minus plus different different than minus. Right. So you see, teacher, side by side, okay, can do already. -4, and then you get -7 already. Understand? So you owe somebody 3, owe somebody 4, you get 7. Understand? Boleh. Boleh then move. Okay, boleh then move. Okay, students. Now, plus minus, I leave it. So for any of you, probably you can write this question down, send it to me and impress me. Okay, send it to me and impress me. This question only, this one. This one. Okay, so my number 017-381-7670. So how you send? You snap a picture and send to me. This part only. Okay, can? Now, so I take away. I take away. Now, let's go to times. Let's go to times. Okay, students, if let's say we reach 11 already, we haven't finished up to the parts that we need to finish, right? I will chop. Okay, I will chop. So I will do it as an extra session next round, but not very far off, probably like next week or what. Okay, so students, if let's say 11 already, I will chop. Okay, I'll tell you when's the next time. Okay, so everyone, let's get into times divide. So we are not handling it using calculator yet. Everything is still within like primary level, but then we include negative positive. So we are understanding the situation. Okay, we are understanding the situation. Okay, let's go. Everyone, times divide. Totally different. Okay, totally different. It's not about money. Okay, it's not about money. It's about steps like this. Look at this. We have 3 steps. Now, so I'm pretty sure you know how to do your plus minus times divide now. What I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you know your timetable, right? Or you know a timetable. So worst case, if you don't know timetable, how? Memorize now. Often now. You have to memorize up to 12 lah. But of course, you have to be very, very like instinct. Like when I ask you a multiply question, you have to instantly let me know the final answer. But of course, you will be within 12 lah. Like your multiple of 1 up to multiple of 12, good enough. You don't say like, teacher, 242 times 441. Come on, how I know? I use calculator for that. So now I do it within levels where you can do that. Okay? Everyone, jom, when you do your times right, you look at symbol, numbers, and unknowns. Unknown, you cut it off because it's not in our syllabus yet. Our syllabus is only number 1 and number 2. So everyone, times are totally different. It's not about money, but you focus on the symbol first. So same plus, different minus appears here. Then you look at the number, you times or maybe you divide. For example, -3 times bracket -2. Students, why I put bracket? You know, because got 2 symbols, ma. You look at your operation symbols, you see your times and minus, they use bracket to split. They use bracket to split, that's all. Nobody put something like this. No, it looks weird. Okay, so this one's correct. So everyone, how do you do this? You look at the symbol first. Check it out. Negative, negative, positive. 3 times 2, 6. Done. Of course, you don't put the plus. That's how we do it. So can you see the way you handle is different? That's why I said sometimes, right, student might mix up. But the reason why they mixed up, there's only one. Oh, because you are still primary, and when your teacher teach you, you have limited time only. So that's why they are not so pro in secondary yet lah. So that's why when they explain it to you, they didn't notice, you understand only already. So a lot one, I teach 21 years. So I always see examples like this in the class. That's why I always do like recaps with students. So let's say -5 times with 3. Okay, everyone, what is -5 times with 3? You see, negative, positive, negative. 5 times 3, 15. That's how we do it. 5 times 3, 15. Okay, can? Now, so okay, not that bad, Now, so now, make it smaller, move it here. Let's do 2 questions. I will do this and I will do this. I'll do 2 questions. Okay, So let's do it, Okay, everyone, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So, what I'm going to talk about this is that, students, you know what? Everything is according to experience and errors where I did before and errors where I seen in the class. That's why I share with you all. Okay, that's the reason why I open up this separate class. Okay, so everyone, you notice there is a divide here, right? My concern is that divide actually. You know the technique already. The technique is to do it according to BODMAS. You know you have to do from left to right. You know that. And then you already know the technique. You have to check the symbol first. And then you multiply by. You know that. Okay, you know that. But my concern is what, you know? My concern is, Chop, Now, see, answer me, everyone. 10 divided by 5 equals to. Divide by 10 equals to. Wait. I don't want the final answer yet. Wait. My concern is, do they have the same answer, yes or no? If same answer, you put yes. Different answer, you put no. 10 divided by 5 and 5 divided by 10. This one according to like experience. This answer, they have the same answer or they have different answer. Same or different answer. What more? So far, WhatsApp students all send me already. Like, okay, so I'm going to tell you, everyone, thank you very much for the response. The answer is totally different now. Totally different. Because I always compare to physical class. Thank you that you all know what's the answer here. Okay. I noticed in physical class when I ask them, right? Of course, my concern is not to laugh at them. My concern is that I want them to know 10 divided by 5 is what you always get in your primary. You always get number which is bigger in front and then divide by smaller number behind. You always get that. I noticed when I chat with primary teachers, right? Because we have primary teachers in our centers, right? So I chat with them and I say, hey, can you show me some questions so I can have a look on their levels. So I check out and said, so looks like their divide is more to like bigger number in front. They said the teacher said yes. Okay, I mean most of the time lah. So students, you know what? In secondary, right? We try to avoid that. We try to avoid. So you know what we do? We always change the divide to what, you know? We always change to 10 over 5. We change to 5 over 10. And then we apply something called simplify. You know why simplify? You know why simplify? Now, I show you simplify. We always simplify. Simplify in Mandarin is called 越简. Students, sorry. I didn't write Mandarin very long already. Is this correct? 越简. Simplify. Did I write correctly? Okay, did I write correctly? I think so lah. So roughly that means right, did right already. Okay, so 越简 now. So 越简 means you have to divide. Look at the words I'm using. 越简 means you are dividing both numerator and denominator 分子分母 with the same number. Let's say I'm dividing 5 and 10 using 5 lah. 5 divided by 5 you get 1 no? 10 divided by 5 you get 2 no? So therefore your answer is positive 2. Right? So if you simplify 5 and 10 using 5 again, you get 2, you get 1, you get 2, right? So eventually you get 1 over 2 or maybe 0.5. Can you see the answer is totally different? That's why 越简, in other words, simplify, is actually a better choice to improve your accuracy. Accuracy means you do your answer correctly and fast. Okay? So be careful. So that's why when I look at this question here, right, I will do it like this. Look at this. Negative, negative, positive. That one no need to write lah. 8 times 3, 24. Then divide by negative 2, correct? So normally when I ask students, of course you won't get something that easy in your exam. I'm just showing you the idea. I'm here to teach you basic. You can see the title there, basic, right? So 24 over negative 2. You see how I do? So look at this. Positive, negative. Your final answer, negative. Then you simplify 1 and 12. Why? Because you divide both with 2. You divide using the same number. So that's why you get 12 over 1. Yeah, anything divided by 1 means it's the same answer. So your answer will be 12. You don't put 12 over 1, it's the same. So your answer negative 12. Understand? Can So you understand how we do it, So that's why I say you have to know the situation. You have to know the situation. Okay, students, let's look at the next question in the middle. Let's look at the next question in the middle. Okay, now, so I will make it bigger. You have to be extra careful with BODMAS. Extra careful with BODMAS. BODMAS. You have to be extra careful with BODMAS because this question involve different operation. You have plus minus, you have times divide, you have bracket, you have to be careful. That's why you have to do a lot and compare to your answers. Okay? Now, students, let's do it. Oh, sorry. Let me reply to my receptionist for a while. You all give me a bit of time. Yeah, give me a bit of time. sorry， 前一阵子不是有一个新老师的，今天是另外一个老师被那个新老师嘛，说我们不知道的需要开一个早，说可能你例如我的星期一早上他是一个全新的老师，他叫 Brandon 然后今天是另外老师replace 他，对的。说我们下个礼拜也是有这个 class 的问题因为他们安排这样的东西，所以我那个早上就是早上的开门我印象中好像好像是开会跟我讲要开那个早的，过后我们才懂了，说可能这几个礼拜会比较搞笑一点说慢慢的话就是我叫咖啡他们讲，因为咖啡懂要开门说咖啡会跟那个新的老师讲要开早的，因为我们不知道说实在。Okay, everyone, let's come back. I talked to receptionist for a while. Yeah, we got a new teacher. Yes, we got a new teacher. Okay, everyone, continue. Now look at this. BODMAS, let's handle bracket. Students, is there any bracket? Is there any bracket? Is there any bracket? Okay, look at this, everyone. You don't tell me all these bracket because this bracket is about what? It's about side by side. The bracket in your BODMAS is about do the inner part first. Let me show you where the bracket. This is the bracket, everybody. This is the one. So we handle that first. So you see, we check the bracket. That's why I said, student, I know already. I didn't mention this. Students. Do you know what is BODMAS? What is BODMAS for? Do you know what is BODMAS for? It's about priority. Which one to start first? That's why I didn't purposely mention because you know what is 先乘除后加减 in your primary, right? That's why I didn't mention. So if you don't know, I tell you what must is the priority. Which operation starts first? Bracket starts first. Okay, so you handle the one inside. You see my workings bracket negative 32 side by side minus 8 times negative 2 over wait 1 by 1 negative 54 wait plus minus this one you swap because you are comparing between two terms you are comparing between two terms then you swap minus 16. Okay, now please go back to your bracket you see we are handling this bracket important this one okay, so everyone bracket is negative 2 over the one below later we don't do it first, we do it one by one. So you notice if you owe somebody 32, you owe somebody 8, this is plus minus, inside the bracket you have to handle first you owe 32, you owe 8, you owe how much? Money you owe 32, you owe 8, you owe 14, so negative 14. Negative 40, right? Then, see, wait, can you see the upper part? There is a times there. Do that. And then below there's a plus minus. You can do it separately. It won't affect each other one. So you do separately. Handle the numerator on top. handle the denominator below simultaneously means 同时间. Simultaneously in Mandarin called 同时间, right? So times negative, negative, positive. 40 times 2 equals to 80, right? Equals to 80. Divide by you owe somebody 54, you owe another 16. Wow, this one can owe. So it means you're going to owe a lot. So I plus together to get the total. So this one, 70 away. So 70. But you have to know, you owe and you owe again, you owe a lot. You don't tell me negative, negative, positive. This one plus minus question, right? That's why you see, when you are handling combined operation, when all the plus minus times divide BODMAS comes into the picture, right? You have to know how to split. Okay, this one is about plus minus, we do the money way. Or this question is about times divide. We do symbol first, then we do number. You have to know how to split them. Okay? That's why you have to do a lot. So you do, you don't know, you ask. You do, you don't know, you ask. Okay? So next, this one goes back to divide already, ma. So wait, positive, everyone, see, positive, negative, negative in the middle. Why? Because my final answer is in a fraction form. So 80 and 70 both divide by 10, 8 and 7. So 8 on top, 7 below, done. You don't have to purposely change into mixed number. Don't have to, leave it. That's your answer. Understand? Okay? So be careful. Now students, I think it will be better. It will be better if I do another question to make sure you know the situation. Okay? Now I will do another one. So everyone, I will do another one. There is 12 questions involving all the operations. Let's look at one question in the other page. I will select that question. Let's do this. Okay. Now, so every single student here, I'm pretty sure you are in my class lah. Okay, you're in my class. So for non-TTC students, you are not in my class, right? If you need these notes, please let me know in WhatsApp. Okay, please let me know in WhatsApp so I can send a separate copy to you, so you can try out. You can try out the question. Okay. Then for those that if let's say you are existing students, you know what? This notes is actually in your chapter 1. This notes is actually in your chapter 1. You flip behind, you will see it already. Then you can try out the question behind. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, now so everybody, let's do it. Okay, let's do it now. So this question here is like 4 bracket over, then and then oops, and then negative 127 minus and minus. You want to change to plus, no problem lah, because there is only like between two terms, it's fine. Plus 45. So this one is only side by side. But why do I blank the bracket on top? Because this is the very important BODMAS that we are looking at. So when you want to handle the inner part, you notice, oh my, in the bracket, there is another very important bracket. That's why they use different patterns bracket. Bracket can be like this, you see? Everyone, bracket can be like this. Bracket can be like this. Bracket can be like this. There are so many different patterns. That's why you notice, wow, why got 2 different style? It means inside sure got bracket already. So what is that another bracket that we are looking at? So this one is the first one, correct? The second one I use different color. This is the second one. So you see 2 bracket. So we are handling this one. Then when you get into the bracket, into the pink color bracket and do it, you notice why the inside bracket got plus and times one? Of course, you go into the bracket and treat it as a separate question and you do your BODMAS. So it looks like you have to handle the times first. So positive, negative, negative. 3 times 2, 6. And then plus 6. Yay. Everyone, What is 6 plus 6? Sorry, what is negative 6 plus 6? Right, tell me in the chat. Simple, yeah. You owe somebody 6 ringgit, but you have 6 ringgit. You return already, you didn't owe anything, and you don't have money either. So your answer will be, next one, 4. I use same color easier. So 4 bracket, then, 2. My God, 0. Right? Right? Then over. Everyone. The one below, I feel like doing it, but later lah. Okay, later lah. Because it's like your denominator. It doesn't really affect the one on top, so you can do it as well if you want. Although it's a plus minus, we should do it later. But you want to do it, okay, later lah. Later we do lah. And then you know what? Actually, for students where you know the situation, you don't feel like doing already. You know what? You don't feel like doing already because 2 times 0, 0. 4 times 0, 4 times 0, 0 again. You get 0 over, you don't feel like doing already. But never mind, I do it. I do it. So you owe somebody 127, oh a lot. But then you have 45. So you still owe. You owe somebody 127. You have 45 only. Gosh, you still owe. Right? So I put it by the side and show you. So I return the 45, I still owe a bit. So how much do I owe? How much do I owe? I owe 82. That one you can minus yourself. I know the answer already. So I put negative 82, students. I tell you something. 0 divided by anything, what do you get? It is negative 82 because you owe somebody 127, but you return 45. This one is just to get the balance. This one negative 82. Yeah, so everyone, 0 divided by anything, your answer is 0. That's why just now earlier I said nobody feel like doing already because the answer 100% 0 and if you know the situation. Right? So you see, that's how we play with the BODMAS thing. You notice I didn't use calculator for now because we are understanding the steps. When we do plus minus, we're using money. When we're doing times, we're using what? Symbol and number. So we split everything clearly. Okay, we split everything clearly. Okay, now so everyone, wait up. Before we end the class, I think I should end here instead of doing further lah. Because if I do further, not like everybody will be how to say, I would say have the time lah. So I will stop 2 hours because it's quite boring already at the end of it. So students wait me for a while. Very, very fast. So before we end, right, is there any question that you want to ask me? Is there any question that you want to ask me? Right, let me know in the chat. Wait, so let me handle a few things, and I want you to look at a few very important stuff. So let me handle a few things. Let me do the editing first. Wait, wait. Editing. Let me do the editing. Form 1. Okay, Form 1. Okay, nice. Got it. Okay, everyone. I want you to look at my description in the YouTube. Can you check the description in the YouTube now? You help me with that. You see whether there is an extra link that appears there? Extra link. You notice that extra link there? Do you notice that? You see the extra link? Tunggu belah. Okay, so the extra link, right? Extra link, right? Maybe you need to refresh them, then you will see that extra link. So the extra link in class, the extra link, right, is actually the material I use in the class. So I put it there for you already. Okay, I put it there for you already. So you need that, you download out, you can do it. But I need students to really practice. So please, I will be doing another session, but of course not today, definitely. So I want students, right, impress me, please. It's not like I'm forcing you to do it, but you do it as a improve yourself, lah. You look at this page here after you download it in your description okay? Now, so you check this out, or if let's say you can't find it, you can WhatsApp me later. You can WhatsApp me, I put my number inside already, you can check it out. Now, so you do this page only. Try not to use calculator. And then our next session, I will talk about how to use calculator. Okay, I teach you how to use calculator, press fraction and stuff, right? But how to handle BODMAS, I haven't teach you yet. So our next session, calculator. Okay, next session calculator. So this is part 1. We have part 2. So our part 2, right, it's okay. Okay, I will tell you the names, I will tell you the exact date again. Please invite your friends. Teach them how to use calculator, teach them how to use BODMAS again. That will be a bit intense already, the questions. Okay, so thank you very much everybody for your time. And let me know if let's say you learned something. Okay, I will see you again on the next part. Or if let's say existing students, I will see you in online class or maybe in physical class. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.